The full day of high-level security talks between the U.S. and Mexican officials focused on evaluating and boosting the progress both countries have made on several challenging fronts, including the flow of illegal drugs and illicit firearms.
We're deepening cooperation on investigations, on arrests, on prosecutions, on interdictions. Mexican authorities are submitting 40% more firearms trace requests to the United States than they were 6 years ago. And that enables law enforcement to stop gun trafficking at its source.
The recent extradition of Ovidio Guzman Lopez, leader of the Sinaloa cartel and son of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, was praised by U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland.
And we recognize that this action would not have been possible without the sacrifice of Mexican law enforcement and military service members who gave their lives in pursuit of justice.
As she underscored that Mexico isn't a producer of fentanyl, Security Secretary Rosa Isela Rodriguez announced new strategies to curb the illicit trade of the drug and its precursors.
We will hold a meeting of countries that produce chemical precursors to regulate the market, and we will continue to chase the criminal organizations that are currently buying and selling synthetic drugs.
Thursday marked the first time that migration was part of the agenda of the recurring bilateral event. But it was the confusion surrounding the Biden administration's stance and recent actions regarding the expansion of the border wall that grabbed the news headlines. U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas denied there is a change in policy.
The construction project reported today was appropriated, funded during the prior administration in 2019, and the law requires the government to use these funds for this purpose.
Earlier in the day, Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador strongly decried the move. By the time the bilateral talks were about to wrap, Mexico's Foreign Affairs Secretary Alicia Bárcena voiced a more conciliatory tone.
Most definitely, I believe that Secretary Mayorkas has properly, in my opinion, clarified the events, and unfortunately that announcement coincides with their visit.
Mayorkas emphasized that effective border security will require a comprehensive approach, including state-of-the-art surveillance technology and the modernization of the ports of entry. Veronica, Iglesias, VOA News.
Congress to give us the funds to implement